thinking back many years ago when I was a student and intimidated by those I always felt that knew so much more than I did as a student, I felt by surely that when I reach a senior years that I would outgrow my intimidation. But I've just learned today that sitting here with these two fine students, and Errol's comments, I find I'm still intimidated by. But we are, as you saw, this was from the aviation camp at Bluegrass Field in Lexington. So today we're going to have the privilege and be honored by two of the students you saw, some on there, Alan Slaughter and Logan Good.
Hello, my name is Alan Slaughter. I am a student at Hearn Elementary, and I will be going into 5th grade.
Hello, my name is Logan Good. I go to Hearn Elementary, and I will soon be in 5th grade.
Okay. Alan, how did you become to be in the camp? How did you get into the camp?
Well, my dad came home with a flyer that he found on the internet from aviation camp, and I was like, cool, what are you doing it? And then he told me all about it, like flying a plane and all that. So I was very interested, and I told him I really wanted to do it. So then he said, why don't you ask your friends to see if they want to come in. So I asked my friend Logan, Celia, and Taylor, and Celia wasn't able to come because her parents did not let her, or she just decided to not to come. But Taylor and Logan came, and we had a great time.
And let me say that Taylor Blackman was unable to come. We had expected him, so we do want to recognize him because Taylor did participate in the camp. Logan, what was the most exciting thing? What did you enjoy most about the camp?
Well, mainly when I got to fly the plane. And trust me, the first one, Levi, he wasn't the best flyer in the world. Trust me.
Well, certainly that's exciting. Tell us some of the other things. I believe you had some Black Hawks there and some things like that. So tell us a little about what other things you saw there.
Well, a fire truck came in, and they told us a little about themselves and how they would rescue a plane and their training and all that. And two Blackhawks came in carrying a few soldiers who were going to New York and then switching out a helicopter to go to Afghanistan. And so the aviation camp instructors went out and asked them if the campers can view the plane and helicopters, and they said yes. So we got to view it. I took a few pictures, and it was very fun doing that. It was very fun.
Now, the camp was 2 days. What length was that? 2 days?
2 days.
2 days. Okay. Now, weren't you telling me that you saw some of the historical planes that's in the museum there?
Well, yes, we did. We saw a model of the first man who flew Kentucky's plane. We also saw a tiny model of the Wright flight, and we saw a few Hawks, Eagles, and Hornets.
Yes, you want to add to that? Anything else?
Well, some of those planes were from the earliest flyers to the newest 2010 jets.
And we spoke first about the flights. Tell us a little about flying that plane and landing that plane.
First off, they let each person to pick their leg that they want to fly in. And, the legs are from Lexington to Frankfurt, Frankfurt to Georgetown, and Georgetown to Lexington. Mine was Georgetown to Lexington, and one of my few, they took off and landed, and then it was my turn. What they did was told you how to take off and how to land. They also talked about the throttle, the yoke, and the instruments that you will see on the panel. And It was very fun flying it because they let you fly it the whole trip. But if it got out of control, they would take over because they had another yoke right where they were sitting, so they could take over and fly too.
You want to say anything about the flight?
Well, since it was my first flight, it had to be pretty much the best flight I've had yet.
Didn't get no. Did anyone get sick?
Not that I know of.
Do you think that this experience makes you think that you might want to, when you grow up and become an adult and take on a vocation, that you might want to make it in aviation?
Why, yes, I do.
Logan, did I understand your dad is in service? Is that right?
Well, he's in Afghanistan right now.
In Afghanistan. Okay. And do you think that you would like to maybe go back to camp another year?
Yes.
Certainly, because we had lots of fun. They let us make crafts for airplanes, and they gave us little fun sheets for us to work on.
You want to touch on anything? You mentioned some of the things you see, but anything else you remember that was exciting about the museum itself?
Yes.
He's going to demonstrate something here for us.
Well, what they